Hello, man. We're fine.
Hello, teacher.
How are you? How do you feel today? How's your day? Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Fantastic. Welcome to the class. I hope you are fine. All right. So now let's get started. Give me 1 second. Okay. Here we are. Okay. So, Ben, welcome to the class. So let's just get started. All right. Let me ask you something. What do you remember about our last class? Can you tell me?
Hmm.
So first, we work with some sentences. Do you remember?
We just learned lessons and 46.
Okay, fantastic. So fantastic. So now we have something very important and special. We're gonna be covering modal verbs. That's right. Yeah, we also match some sentences. Do you remember in our previous lesson?
Yep.
We used I think it was a present perfect. So look at this.
We learned past simple.
Yeah, past simple. That's right. Um, let's share. All right, I'm gonna share my screen to you. Do let me know if you are able to see. All right, so today we're gonna be working with will or perhaps and want.
Yes.
Oh, since happening again, I think I'm afraid I will have to go. Okay, let me just use it from here because this way it'll be easier. Okay, so welcome to the class. Band. Let's start with this part. All right, we will start working with will and perhaps. All right, this is our lesson 47. Look at that. So here we have this list of vocabulary, which I would like you to help me read it. What is the first thing you can see here?
Hmm. Ambulance. Driver.
Ambulance. All right. So the first thing you can see here is an ambulance. And what is an ambulance for? Can you tell me?
It's for doctor.
Let me see. What if we use what if the ambulance is being used, all right? Especially in order for patients to be taken to the hospitals or the health clinic.
Okay.
And what is the next person you can see?
I can see a driver.
A driver. Okay. And what about the other one? What is the next person you can see here?
I can see a dentist.
A dentist. That's right. So let's continue. Okay. So now, let me just explain something to you. Let's talk about, all right? Let's talk about will, all right? So let me tell you something. Um, actually, we're gonna be talking about will, and especially something I want you to know. In English language, all right, we use will when we refer about the future, all right? So before the action verb or any type of verb or the majority of verb, I wouldn't say any type, I will say the majority of verbs in English, rather, all right? We use the auxiliary will that indicates the future in English, all right? Apart from that, so We use will, especially when we talk about actions that are not being planned. Obviously, there are two ways to indicate future in English, all right? One is the indicative future with going to, but in this case, the actions are previously planned. In the other case, which is this one, all right, not necessarily you have to plan things, all right? You just make a decision at the moment and then indicate in the future. Example, number one, can you read it?
Mm, number one. Oh, where ambulance?
I will.
I will drive
I
an
will.
ambulance.
Well, actually, I will become an astronaut. This one, I will become an astronaut, right? So
Oh,
this, yeah, this one is indicating the future. Let's continue.
I will become a driver.
That's right. I will become a driver, or I will become an engineer. I will do. I will do my job. I will travel the whole world. Things like that. All right. It's because you are indicating the future, but you make a decision at the moment, maybe, and you say, "Okay, I will make the, I will make the bet. I will travel the world,
Oh,
etc., etc., etc." Another thing. So let's talk about modal verbs. All right, modal verbs. Do you know these verbs?
no.
I'm gonna explain this to you. All right, so we have what is well known in English as modal verbs. Let me show you here. I'm gonna write it for you so you can know what that is. Look at that. Look at the chat.
Mm,
Modal verbs, all right? And what are these? Here we have will, which is an auxiliary word that indicates the future. We have may, that indicates possibility. We have might, all right, that indicates another possibility too. It might be the conditional or past tense of may. Remember this, may indicates a possibility, but it may be, actually it's conditional or past tense, maybe might. Then we have want, all right, want, which is the negative future of will, all right? And usually we use this kind of auxiliary verbs, or our, let's say in this case, modal verbs, all right, to make predictions. Let's see the example. Look at how can we make predictions, all right, with this modal verbs. Look at this. So,
No, I can't. Where is?
yeah, were you going to say
Where?
something?
Oh, where it is?
Yeah, let me just show you the sentences. Like I said, to speak about the predictions in the future, I'm gonna show you some examples. Look at that. Can you read the first example?
Oh, I can't see it.
Can you see it?
No.
Oh wow. Let me just go back. I think you did not see it. You could not see the screen. Let me see. Did you see the first example, Ben? I'm afraid that I will need to go back. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Were you able to see that before when I was displaying here? I think you did not, because I saw you were like looking at it. Let me just tell you, all right? I'm afraid that given the situation, apparently you were not able to see it. So I'm gonna go back, all right, to re-explain this. So this is the auxiliary word or verb will. This is the one that we use to indicate the future in English. Can you see it? Can you see it well? Can you see my screen very well?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. It makes me feel happy. Like I said before, we use will to indicate the future. And you may wonder, teacher Alexis, but I know that we also have another way to use the future in English. Yes, there is, which is the future indicative going to. I'm just gonna make this clarification. I just want to clarify this because I know many students wonder, but there are two futures. All right, yes, that's right. But this one, let me show you something. Look at this. For look at this. You can, if you can see the chat box.
Yes, I can.
Okay, we use going to, and also we use will. And you may say, teacher, but what is the difference if both indicate future? Let me just explain to you the difference. The thing is that going to your plan, all right? You plan what you are going to do. Example, I am going to travel.
I'm going to travel.
Yeah, I'm going to travel. Going to is a future.
I
Then we have,
will travel.
I will travel, all right? And here's the difference. Maybe I'm going to try, I am going to travel, or I'm going to travel, something that you already planned. You make plans. You just say, okay, I'm going to travel. Maybe on December or November, I don't know, but you make a decision. Actually, you take time to analyze, all right? So then you have the case, I will travel, all right? Maybe you have no plans. You're just saying that you make a decision that you're gonna that you are going to travel, but there is not like, you know,
Oh,
like it's like your plans are not set up. All right, you haven't
teacher,
set up.
I don't understand.
Okay, let me go back to you once again. Going to, I know that it's not there. Let me just go back. All right. So we use in English two futures. All right. Which is one with going to, the first future with going to, and the other future with will. How many futures?
There's two futures.
Okay. So today in this class, we are talking about one in a specific. All right. And what is this one? The one that is specifically, not necessarily you have to have a plan, which means not necessarily to refer to this future, you have to plan it. You have an example here. This is will. I will become an astronaut. You're thinking that you will become an astronaut, but you are not like planning to do it at the right time. You are just indicating that you will become in a future an astronaut, but actually it's not something that maybe you are planning per se, that you have made the decision to really become an astronaut. Do you understand?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you have not made the decisions. You're just saying, I will become an astronaut. But when you say, I am going to become an astronaut, is because you already made the decisions. Even so, you are trying to know information of how to become an astronaut. Clear with this? Will, future that is not planned. You are, do you have McDonald's in Vietnam?
Yes,
Do you like McDonald's, right?
yes.
For example, you are at McDonald's, all right? Have you ever had McDonald's before? Maybe a Big Mac?
Big Mac alone.
Okay, let's just pretend. Let's just imagine you are at McDonald's, all right? Then you are there, you see the menu, you can see the double meat, the Big Mac, all right, hamburgers of every type of hamburgers. Maybe you have no plans, all right, no plans to buy one in a specific. Maybe you are not thinking to buy a Big Mac. and then suddenly you say, okay, I will have a Big Mac. Just something you make the decision right away. Was not like you make the decision at the moment because of the need, but it was not like when you were at home, you decided there in McDonald's to have a Big Mac. You just did it at the moment. Understand that?
Yes.
And that is actually the way how we use the future with will. Also, we use it with situations that may be real. Listen to this, may be real. For example, you see that is cloudy, all right? You see that is cloudy, you see the snow, and you say, wow, I think it will rain today, all right? And this is a prediction. Let's continue. So here for these predictions, like I said, we have the modal verbs. We have will, we have may, we have might, we have want. So want, this is the negative, all right? The negative form of will, which is will not. Let me write it. Look at this. Look at the chat box. I will.
I will travel.
I will travel. Then look at that. However, here you have, I will not travel. And this I will not, then you may say I won't travel. See the chat box? All right, I won't travel. That's one of the ways how we use the negation of the future. Now let's see some examples, all right? Look at this. Now we are going to talk about may and might. When there's a possibility, all right, a possibility, something that is possible, all right, but maybe yes, maybe no, all right. So we use may, which is in present. When it is you know, like the conditional form, or let's say for example, the past, we use might. All right. So I want you to read this example. I
might live on the moon. Perhaps I will live on the moon. I may live on the moon.
Okay, I may live on the moon, but is that 100% sure that you're going to live in the moon? Unless you have a rocket and go there. Do you understand that? So it's not 100% sure that you can live there. You say, I might live on the moon. So that's not sure. Maybe, perhaps you can, but it's not totally sure because there is a possibility, all right? Possibility. So we use may or might. Clear with this part?
Yes.
Okay. So another thing is in the case of the predictions, you have the word perhaps, all right? So in this case, you say, perhaps I will live on the moon. You say perhaps. It's like maybe. It's like maybe I will live I will live on the moon, but it's like not totally sure. There is maybe a possibility that you live, or a possibility that it doesn't happen to you. So let's continue. So look at this. Actually, let's talk about short answers, all right? So here we are having a question with the future. This question, we use it with will, all right? And how do we make questions? How do we ask questions, especially with will? The first thing we need to consider when we ask a question with will, especially we start with will at the beginning of the sentence. For example, will you grow wings and learn to fly like a bird one day? So there you have this question.
No, I will not.
If you are going to give a short answer, all right, you're just only going to say, no, I won't. All right, if it's negative. If the answer is affirmative, you are only going to say, yes, I will. All right. Maybe you may wonder, teacher, but I can also say no, and that's it. What's happening is that when you do it this way, it sounds more polite, more English. Understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And that's the
Hmm.
bird flying.
An
Okay.
animation.
Yes, that's right. So now look at this. Let me see if the audio is working fine in the other presentation. So maybe now it works fine for me. Okay, fantastic. I hope it works fine. Look at this. I'm gonna play the audio. So we are going to complete the exercise with, right, the words we had before, and listen carefully to what the audio is, what you're going to be able to listen on the audio. So this way, with the information you listen on this audio, you will complete the exercise. All right,
Hmm.
here we go. Listen carefully.
47A. I will, or perhaps I won't.
Okay.
What might Sam be one day?
What do you want to be, Sam? A dentist?
No, I don't want to be a dentist. I'm sure about that. I won't be a dentist. I think that's a boring job.
Okay.
An engineer?
No. I might be an ambulance driver, but that's a difficult job.
A journalist?
Can you listen well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let me just go back right here. Okay, listen carefully.
Driver, but no. I might be an ambulance driver, but that's a difficult job.
A journalist?
I may be a journalist because that's an interesting job.
Or a teacher?
Wow, yes. That's a great job.
That's right. Okay, so let's see. Did you manage to listen well, the audio, Van?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's complete this exercise. Right, Sam might be an ambulance.
But that's a difficult job.
Remember, Hassan may be an ambulance.
Right.
Great job. Okay, but that's a,
Difficult job.
okay, a difficult job. Sam may be a
Journalist because
journalist because he
he
thinks that,
thinks that's an interesting job.
that's right, an interesting job. Sam says he will be,
A teacher. That's really great job.
fantastic. Yeah, he will be my colleague if he becomes a teacher. All right, look at this. So let me ask you something. What are these children thinking? What about, what do you think they are thinking?
Children. Um, mm, I don't know.
Look at the pictures over there. So the pictures are indicating the future. All right. So look at there. So you see one of them. All right. It's in it. Another one is maybe thinking about being an astronaut. All right. Another one is planning to be maybe a doctor. What do you think they are doing? Imagine you are the one, all right, that is thinking one of these things. What do you think you will be doing?
I will be.
Okay. Imagine you are doing this. What do you think you will be doing? Look at this.
Oh, where?
Maybe you will be like that with a microphone. Hey,
No, I
yeah.
won't be a singer.
Then in this case, yeah, you can say that. Okay, I won't be a singer. That's right. Why not using the want? All right, the negative. Okay, let me just go back. Okay, and what about the girl? What do you think the girl will be doing?
Um, I don't know.
Okay, she's thinking, I will be, all right, I will be an astronaut. This is what she is thinking. All right. So let's see the number one, the other one. Okay. What is the guy thinking? What is this guy thinking about? What do you think he will be doing?
He won't be a dentist because he thinks that a boring job.
Okay, fantastic. So, and what about you? You personally. What do you think you will be doing?
Be an astronaut.
You will be an astronaut or you will become an astronaut, right?
Oh,
Okay, would you like to explore the universe?
yes. I
Maybe
did.
visit other planets? Okay, so let's continue, all right? So there we have this exercise 6. See, I'm sorry. Let me see. This is the exercise C. All right, so look at what we are going to do over here. So we have to choose the correct answer. So you're gonna take the boxes. Maybe would you like me to give you access to my computer? So this way you may be able to choose.
Meron din ako nagya. Hello.
Look at this. I'm gonna Bank, would you like me to give you access to my computer so that you may be able to take the boxes?
I don't understand.
What I'm saying, look at this. Can you see this bar?
Yes. Where? Where?
Okay.
Where's your
Okay,
mouse?
right here, I can give you access to use the mouse. You may be able to hover the mouse, all right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then after that, when I give you the access to do that, then that's right. Let me just go back. Then you're gonna take the boxes to give me the right answer, all right?
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Look at this. This is a far future. Okay. In 10 years, I will be.
I will be. Oh, I can't even control your screen.
Which one do you think is the correct option?
Oh. Hmm.
That's all about you, pretty much. All the answers are gonna be about yourself.
don't even know.
Okay, look at this. Let me just show you something. All right. Allow me 1 second. So you can choose one of these answers. For example, let me see, how old are you? 9?
9 years old.
9 years old. So we are here we're talking about the future with will, or especially the modal verbs. Here we have will, want, may, might, and it's all about yourself. So then you can decide. Here actually there is no wrong or right answer. You are just going to choose the correct option to learn how to use the language in context, the grammar in context. So for example, look at this. In 10 years, you will be where? At a school, at university, or at work? Where do you think you will be in 10 years? Maybe by that time, you will be 19 years old.
I'll be 19 tuổi có I will have an university exam.
Okay, and then in 10 years, can you tell me the whole sentence?
And
You're gonna complete the sentence like this. For example, all right, in 10 years, I will be at university. You have like to join the parts. Do you understand?
10 years. In 10 years, I'll be
At
I will be
one of the, remember one of these. You choose one of these, all right?
I will be a journalist.
Say it again one more time.
Oh, in 10 years, I will be a journalist. I might be.
Okay, in 10 years, you will be a journalist. And from these three, okay, out of these 3 questions, you say you will be a journalist, all right? And taking into account, all right, one of these 3, which of these things are you going to do? Or are you going to be at school? Are you going to be at university? Or are you going
to university?
Okay, in 10 years, you will be at university. Number 2.
Number 2. Sam might be an ambulance driver, but that's a difficult job.
Okay, look at this. You're going to take the first part right here, number 2, as we did it before in number 1. Like you're gonna pick this part, you're gonna take this part of the sentence, and you will complete with your best choice right here. For example, in another city, in another country, or on another planet.
Sam might be
but remember
destroyer.
But remember to choose the right sentence, all right? Remember to say, when you give me the answer, man, remember to tell me, all right, the whole sentence. For example, I live in another city. I live in another country. I live on another planet. All right, this way.
I live on another place.
Another place? All right. Another city, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3.
Another country.
Another country. All right.
Sam may be a journalist because he thinks that's an interesting job.
Let's go ahead with number 3.
Sam may be a journalist because he thinks that's an interesting job.
Okay. Look at this, number 3. I won't have
I won't have
any homework, any friends, any money, or any problems. What do you think?
I won't have any homework.
Homework? You say homework? Okay. All right, so maybe yes. All right, number 4. I will be,
I'll be a teacher.
okay.
That's a really great job.
Okay, number 5.
Where's number 5?
Right here, can you see it?
No.
Oh, I see. Whenever you cannot see the screen, which is something weird, it's very strange, let me know. I thought you were able to see the screen.
Oh, yeah.
If you do not, if for somehow you do not see this the screen that is being shared, because actually from my end, I can see that you are able to see it. All right, so just let me know. Okay, that's why I was like, oh, can you see now? Well,
Yep.
I was like, okay, I think Ban is not able to see this. Okay, let's see number 5, or let me just go back because I think you were not able to see it. I'm gonna go back to number 3. You won't have any homework, any friends, any money, or any problems.
I have I won't have any homework.
Well, maybe for Saturday. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Number 4. You will be.
You'll be all right. I'll be in another country. I'll live in another.
Number 5. I may
I may
have a huge castle,
castle,
a motorbike, a spaceship, a racing car, a big island, or a gold violin.
have a huge castle.
Oh, a huge castle. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
A sand castle.
A sand castle.
Yep.
Okay. Or a huge sand castle. Why not? Okay, so let's continue. Number 6. You may be a businessman or well, in this case, a businesswoman, a designer, an engineer, a film star, a firefighter, a pop star, a sport player, a doctor, a farmer, or maybe a nurse.
Oh, can you see my drawings?
Your drawings? Not, I cannot. I cannot see it.
What?
You mean, you mean this one? Like the actually the ticks you did in the boxes?
Yep.
Oh yeah, of course. So, oh, I can see. Okay, this one, yeah. Oh, you mean a YouTuber?
Yeah.
Are you going to have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And what is your channel going to be about?
Animations.
Or animates?
Minecraft.
Minecraft? Oh my God. You like gaming? You like video games?
Yep.
It's fantastic. Which one is your favorite video game among all of them? Because there are so many.
I like Mini World.
Which one?
I like
Okay. So let's just continue. Okay, look at that. I'm afraid that I will have to, let me see if you can listen from here. Okay, so I would like you to tell me again. We are going to listen the audios. All right. So and then I would like you to tell me what will Mrs. All right Kind give to each of her friends. So listen and write the letter. Obviously, you're going to take the boxes right here in order for you to complete the exercise. Listen carefully.
47D.
Okay.
I will, or perhaps I won't. Listen and look.
Okay.
There is one example. Helen's mum, Mrs. Kind, wants to give each of her friends a present.
Okay.
Which present is for each friend?
I like giving presents, Helen. It's such a nice thing to do. But I have to decide which present to give each of my friends.
But it isn't their birthdays.
I know it isn't, but I still like giving presents.
Well, what are you going to give Grace?
Let me think. She loves travelling, so this new backpack, I think. She can carry all her things in it on long journeys.
Can you see the letter B? Now you listen and write a letter in each box.
Who else are you giving a present to?
Do you remember Robert, the mechanic? He gave us lots of help last month when we were worried about our car.
Yes, I remember.
Well, he'll like these gloves. Yes,
Okay.
I'll give him these. They'll be good for carrying all those heavy engine parts.
You can. Okay.
And this is for Alex. She'll like this a lot.
What is it? I can't see.
It's a box of very expensive tea. She likes having things that you can't buy in this country. I bought this online. I got these spoons at the same time, but I'll give those to someone else. They came from China.
Amazing.
And now a present for George. Actually, he might like these golf balls. Or shall I give him this computer mouse?
He won't want that, Mum. Your first idea is better. Give him those instead.
You're right. He's improving a lot because he plays every weekend now. And this is for Michael.
Who's he?
Oh, he's an old friend. I want to give him this wonderful honey because he's such a busy man. He's always working on his computer, and it'll be really good for him. He'll like the taste of it too.
So he'll like that more than a new watch, Mum?
Yes, I'm sure he will. And last of all, here's something for Sarah.
Oh, the silver spoons.
Yes, she's buying things to put in her new kitchen, and I'm sure she'll really love these.
Can't I have them?
No, you won't ever use them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me see. As you see here, they are present for all of them. We are the only ones who do not have presents, but let's see. Okay, let me see. Let me start with obviously Grace. As you could see there, what is Grace? Actually, what was George, I'm sorry. What is George present?
George, present is some golf balls.
Say that again one more time.
George, present will be some golf balls.
Okay, that's right, brown gloves, that's correct. And what about Alex? What's Alex present?
That I don't know.
Okay, Look at that. Is G. All right. Alex presents is the actually the cup of tea. All right. This cup. All right. So and what about Michael?
Michael will have Michael will have honey. Present will be honey.
That's correct. A jar of honey. That's right. And what about Zara?
Zara will have some silver spoon. Sarah present will be some silver spoon.
Okay. And what about Robert?
Robert present will be a pair of gloves.
That is correct. That is right. So then we'll finish right here. Let me just ask you something. All right. So I have a question for you. I'm going to assign you as some homework because we need to practice all of these things we have been learning. So to fill the lesson, and let me ask you something, Bang. Are you added on Zalo? Are you in the Zalo group?
Oh, what's our group?
Not yet. Okay, so I will encourage you to tell your parents or maybe your mother or dad to talk to Champs so that you can be added to Zalo. There is usually a group. All right, there is a group in which we use it in order for us to share information, teachers to students, students to teachers, IGMs to IGMs, all right, to students, etc., etc. All right, and there in the same group, you may be able to send me the picture. All right, you will be able to send me the pictures of your homework.
Is that a group or single person?
No, actually, it's a group. There is gonna be your parents, myself, and IGEMs. There, you will be able to send me the homework, the pictures of your homework, so I can correct that you did very well. Your homework is going to be banned.
Yes. I'm in the group.
Oh, you are? Just in case, then remember the homework. The homework is going to be to complete the exercise of this lesson. You're gonna send me, and I will be checking if you did it correct. So then we will continue in the next class. So
Correct my document. Yes.
Yeah, what you're gonna do, yeah, I know I have it there. But I'm just I will need you to send me the homework so I can correct all of them together.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, and one more thing I would like to ask you real quick in 30 seconds. What did we talk about today? What did we learn in this lesson?
We've learned about will, how to use will. And
okay, we learned about will and how to use will. And there are some other type of verbs. Okay. That's correct. Might, made. And what is the negative form? The negative form of will.
The negative form of will is won't.
Fantastic. Well done. You did it very well. Well, thank you so much, man, for your time. I wish you a fantastic rest of the night. Have a good night and see you in our next class. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Remember, all right.